Hello, my name is Mike, Programs Coordinator for Landmark Training and Development Company, and we welcome you to our video on Landmark Training and Development Company and our facilities. We're first going to take you through our thrift store, and on the inside we have it's a small space. The building was acquired out of environmental court where it was scheduled to be demolished, and we saved the building from demolition. Took a little while. We have a couple of retail checkout counters. This one will wind up down the street, but we'll talk about that later. There's a lot of things in the thrift store. We built these racks out of bed frames and welded them together, painted them. Got a lot of nice items, scrubs, different things that were donated to us. Nice quality items, shoes, mainly women's shoes. Got brands like Naturalizer and Birkenstock. A lot of nice stuff. That we also built this clothes rack with 3/4 inch pipe, 2x4s. It works. Have a fitting room where individuals can come in, have a seat, try on clothes, and storage area where items are placed. Initially, the ones hanging up on the racks have been washed or are brand new, and the ones in the piles are to be washed. And our laundry facility is on the other side of the storage area, and it's for employees only. Yeah, we have a washer, dryer, even a shower, and of course the hot water tank, and the restroom area, which is just a small area for individuals who, including ourselves, primarily employees, but if we have customers who need to use the facilities, they're welcome to do so. Cut this light out in the storage area and take you through the other side here, which in the fall this converts into a classroom for our vocational training. A lot of clothes, toys for children, a lot of books. All the stuff we have is donated. Purses, computer items, and some nice fine crystal that some people really get a kick out of. It's expensive stuff, but we sell it cheap. Well, I don't say cheap. We sell it at low prices. How about that? That's the thrift store. And over here on the other side is our workshop area. Here's a few pictures of what the place look like. You can't really get a really good look, but there was a lot of work that went on before the building could be occupied. Over here we keep tools and things that we work on and things that we work with to fix stuff. I'm not going to turn the lights on over here. It's not that clear. Oh yeah, there's one of our tillers, which we'll go down to the Landmark food pantry now. And if you just be patient with me while I turn the lights off, we'll head down to our food pantry and our gardens, which are adjacent to the food pantry. Just have to lock things up here and make sure it's closed nice and secure. There's a park across the street. The city keeps it up very, very nicely, and there's ample room for children to play. And over at the gazebo there's a couple of little grills so people can have a little barbecue, and nice open area This property itself is a corner property, and on the other side there we have a drop-off box, so individuals can, where we're not open and they wish to donate items to us, they can put them in the drop-off box and we will collect them thereafter. We also grow a few sweet potatoes on the side there. I'll give you a quick look at it. We did it last year with just about 4 tires and got maybe about 40-50 pounds of sweet potatoes, so we added more tires and it's about 16 tires now, so we expect to get over 100, maybe more, in sweet potatoes, which they were delicious and they had no blemishes, because instead of digging them up with a shovel, which sometimes cuts into the sweet potatoes, we put them in tires and merely flip the tires over and get the sweet potatoes out. So let's go down to the next block and take a look at our food pantry and the gardens. Our mission at Landmark, we basically work to make a difference in the lives of others. And I guess I need to work on this lock here for this vehicle. And, well, let me put it in gear. There we go. See, our goal is basically to help people to make the attitudinal adjustments necessary for success in life. You know, we have a vision, which is to create sustainable, self-sufficient living environments, and our strategic plan to do so is basically to develop more areas for our gardens and feeding programs. Now you can see we're at our gardens. On the outside you can see some of our posters, billboards, and the morning glories around the fence, and there's our food pantry. So let's go inside, take a look. That was a short drive. If I calculated it in steps, it's probably about 30 steps from the thrift store to the food pantry, which is cool. Shelby County, Tennessee donated this property and the adjacent property where our gardens are located to us, and gave us the opportunity to rehabilitate the property and make something of it. This is Landmark Food Pantry. Food pantry hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. A lot of food pantries that I'm familiar with only open 1 day a week, but we asked ourselves, how many days are people hungry? Yeah. So we decided to be open Monday through Friday. And here's some of the offerings that we have, and it's a quaint little space. We try to make the most out of the area that we have. The fixtures were donated to us, and we supplement our pantry with stuff that we grow in our gardens. As you can see, some of the items there. And this is our little seating area, and we keep a manual file here, as well as we have monthly computer printout that we utilize for our clients list. And of course we have a little information that we pass out for those who may be interested in getting some deals at our thrift store. This is one of our storage areas where we keep additional food that we place. This food is donated to us from various sources. Lighting may not be all that great in here, but we try to keep the shelves stocked. We're members of the Mid-South Food Bank, and as a member agency in good standing, we're capable of shopping there to obtain items that we can utilize for our clients. And this is the back porch of the pantry where we keep tools for our gardens. Let's go out in the garden. You see the black plastic is where walkways are going to be. We let the we had a bunch of carrots and we let them winter over, and we just recently pulled them up, and there they are, hanging upside down. And we're going to pull them out, get the seeds, and reuse them. We recycle. And when you got good stuff and you reuse the seeds, it kind of closely guarantees that you're going to have more good stuff. And here's some of the corn. Corn did pretty good. Had a lot of rain. And I say we must have gotten a good 20 or 30 bushels off of it already. And it's still, some look like it needs to be pulled. It's still producing. And of course we have some sweet potatoes growing in the tires here. And on the other side of the corn, there's some bib lettuce that we're allowing to go to seed. As you can see, once it's ready, once the seeds are ready, it starts to look like cotton. You can see where it's going to seed there. I'm gonna have to start pulling or twisting them off and getting the seeds so that we can replant this fall. That's what we're doing right now, is preparing for our fall planting. A lot of the areas that you see, I mean, you can see some Swiss chard still growing there, but for the most part, this was all carrots. We pulled them up. We're going to turn the dirt over and plant our fall crops, which is primarily greens. You know, turnip greens, mustard greens, collard greens, kale, things of that sort. And we have some okra growing right here. You can see little pieces of little okra. Let's see if I can get it around there where it's visible. As we walk down the rows here, we have the regular, you can see the blooms. We have the regular okra, and we have burgundy okra, which a lot of people like. You know, it's different because most people are just familiar with green okra, but the burgundy okra tastes just as good, and some say even better than the green okra. But it's a novelty, gives you a little something extra besides just the green okra. And I guess if I were a chef, I'd probably want to mix them up so that I could be entertaining to those who eat my food. And we got some other things growing that we'll probably let continue, like the black-eyed peas. You can see some of them still need to be picked. We pick them regularly, but they keep coming back. And over here, we've got cucumbers. We've got these Armenian cucumbers, which are humongous. You see in here? These are some really nice cucumbers. Exceptional taste, and they've done very well. Here's some smaller ones. They haven't grown up yet. But as you can see, when they grow up, they get pretty good. And we've got mutation over here somewhere. We had some purple carrot seeds over here, and these things are like an offshoot of the purple carrots. Let me get a picture here. Yeah. Look, I thought it was honeydew. I knew I didn't plant any honeydew. I knew all that we planted over here was cucumbers. And we started seeing these, and once we started, I tasted one of them, and it's a cucumber. It's just a humongous, odd-shaped cucumber. And we also have compost bins. There's compost in these bags, and we pour it out into the bins. And got some more corn growing over here, and more compost. And we have some zinnias, wildflowers that we put out a couple years ago. Extracted the seeds from them and put them out again. Same thing with the morning glories. We grow them, and in the fall, once they start dying out, we pull the seeds off and save them to the spring and plant them again. And they seem to have come in a lot stronger this year than they did last year. And we've got an entire field of them, which they're beneficial for bringing different insects that pollinate other plants. See, like this one here. We'll take these seeds off of this one, one like it, and save them for next year, replant them. And that's just the way it goes. Same thing with these wildflowers. We'll take some of the seeds off of them, replant them, and get the benefit of recycling. You know, and not only does it cut down on your overhead, but it also lines up with basic principles. You know, you grow stuff and you nurture it so that you can grow some more stuff. Let me see about getting this thing open. There we go. Let's go across the street here. Got a few things growing over here. This is our most recent garden. Haven't been over here in a couple weeks, I think it was, when we came over here and burned some poison ivy to get rid of it. We've got some meadow sweets growing.